Hey guys, it's Shari. I'm back. Been a little bit. Let's see what's today, the 18th. Yeah, almost 2 weeks, right at 2 weeks. So it is Saturday, the 18th. I am at the coast, home in Portland, at least until tomorrow. And figure this is no better time than the present to come on and give you guys an update. So, life update time. Was in California. I left for California on Monday the 6th. I look at the date. And that was the day after I did my last update. Was out there through the night, long, long days. No stitching happened. We'd get up, you know, in the lobby for breakfast by 7 and to the site by 8, work all day, grab something to eat on the way home, eat at the hotel or right there in the restaurant, and then work till 10 every single day. It was busy. 4 sites, 4 days. Not nearly enough time to get all the training done, but we did the best we could, and I think it was good for the amount of time that we had. So we're gonna leave it at that. Got home late Thursday night. Oh my God, y'all, this is the last time I did. So I flew out of San Antonio last time because it did make it a little bit cheaper, being that it was a last minute trip. And so when I got out, it was almost 9 o'clock and it was still like 100 and frickin' degrees. It was so humid in San Antonio. But I'm walking out and I remember coming in. It was so when I got there, it was like 3:30 in the morning. I was half asleep. I forgot to take a picture of where I put the car. Now, I think I've said before, we have an airport car that we leave in San Antonio for when we fly up so we can drive ourselves from the airport to the condo, whatever, have a car while we're up there. So it's a little 2018 Nissan Versa, little hatchback, nondescript, little beat up, which is exactly what we wanted. So nobody's going to steal it because it sits at the airport. So that's what I dropped off at the airport in San Antonio. Now, it has a automatic lock and well, it has an automatic unlock. And the key fob, something's wrong with it. It doesn't lock. It doesn't make the sound like the chirp when you lock it. It will unlock from the key fob, but it will not lock from the key. You have to lock it with you flip it forward and it locks all. Anyway, needless to say, I was not able to locate my car. I kind of knew the general area where I parked it, long-term parking. That's where they got me. I did not remember walking across the short-term parking lot after I came out of the long-term parking lot. I ended up having to call on the dang help thingy, not the emergency help thingy, but there's a button like just if you need help. And luckily, I had my ticket with me. So if you're ever in a problem, if you have your ticket with you, they actually can, I guess it takes a picture of your license plate. And so I was able to tell her what the car was, and she's like, "Oh, you're in spot so and so and spot so and so." I was like, "Oh, cool." And then so I looked around and I looked and I was like, "Okay, I missed a piece of information that she gave me." Called her back. I said, she goes, "Oh, you're in the wrong garage. You're in short term. You got to walk further out." I'm like, totally did not remember walking that far. But anyway, finally, like 30 minutes of walking around, I found the damn car. It was pitiful. Kevin went ahead and flew up on Thursday night because the weather was questionable for Friday, whether or not he was going to be able to leave from here. Not that the weather was bad in San Antonio, but so I went straight from San Antonio Airport to the Castroville Airport to pick him up and the dog, and then we drove back to the condo. By the time we got home, we stopped and got some dinner because it was late and I hadn't eaten since like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, like 9 hours. But finally got it was probably like 11 o'clock by the time we got to the condo. Um, Hannah was still at work. She had camp that week. So we yeah, it was all good. So we got up on Friday. I worked a half day. Kevin went and made sure the plane was gassed up, everything was ready to go. So we could fly up, excuse me, to Kerrville for the dinner and the like didactic portion of the training, the training, the video and plans and what the plan of action was for the next day, flight order, all that good stuff. And yeah, so that was interesting. Really great food. We did it. So we flew to Kerrville, got in a car, a van, and then rode to the organizer's house, who is on a private airfield where his house is right on the landing strip, which was really kind of cool. And dinner was really good. They had a big fish fry. It was fun. So then they drove us back to the airport and we flew back home so we could sleep in our own bed. Some people were spending the night there, but I was like, no, I'd rather sleep in my own bed. Thanks. Some people had hotels in town. But then we got back up, flew back up to Kerrville, did the morning brief at 9 a.m. So another early morning, we left the house by like 6:30 and flew to Kerrville then we had our briefing, and the plan was to make it as much like the flight into Oshkosh as possible. And so, I learned all things. Now, I did not realize until Friday night when this whole discussion that I was not going to be flying in the right seat with Kevin. He, because this was his first time doing it, needed a safety a safety pilot with him. So I rode with another person who was his wingman in the formation. With Lance, he's actually a trauma surgeon out of New Orleans, so we had a lot to talk about. Being both medical was fun. Good guy. So learned a lot. Like his plane, he's got a Cessna 182. It's a little bit bigger. It's got an armrest in the middle. Like that. It's a little faster too. So maybe looking for an upgrade at some point. But so we flew from Kerrville, turned at a certain point, and then turned at another point, and then landed at Hondo Airport. And so, which is about, I don't know, 30 minutes west of where we keep our plane in Castroville. And then once we got to Hondo, we did several more rounds doing, takeoff and landing in formation. And I'll actually put a video of that in here. And so it was pretty cool. There were 10 planes that taking off two at a time. And I know you can't probably see everything on that video because I cut it down a little bit. The next to last plane, before we take off, there were two more behind us. Kevin was in the one that's got it's November 8322 uniform and 8322U. That's our plane. And so I was in Lance's plane with him. And so it was really kind of cool. And so we did that, went around 3 times with Lance in the lead, with Kevin following, and then switched, and then Kevin leading and Lance following. So we would learn how to, where you need to, how you keep your spacing so that you don't get behind. Because the FAA is very strict about how you fly in formation to Oshkosh. So kind of exciting, kind of fun, learned a lot. It was interesting. And by the time then we got done, after we did that, we flew down to Uvalde, where they have a great little restaurant on the tarmac there. And everybody had lunch together. Well, a couple people had to go home, but we had lunch there. And then we flew back to Castroville, got in the car, came back to the house, and it was, I don't know, 5, 6 o'clock. Another long full day, 12-hour day. But it was a good day. The lunch was delicious. And then we kind of just vegged kind of Saturday night, yeah. And then Sunday, what did we do Sunday? I don't even remember. Oh, we replaced the sink. So when Hannah got home Friday night, or Friday, she was home Friday like lunchtime, I guess, before we left for dinner, before we left to go to the training on Friday night. And she said, "Oh, by the way, the left side of the sink in the kitchen is leaking." great. Left me a note or called, sent me a message, something to let me know that. So we wouldn't have put anything in it. But okay, it's a 40-year-old condo. It's probably a 40-year-old sink. The seal around where the drain is was leaking somewhere. It looked like it had been torn up, like maybe they had tried to fix it once before, had a little gouge in it stuff. So we looked at it, we're like, we're planning on gutting the kitchen eventually anyway and completely redoing it. That's going to be like the very last thing that we do. Kind of trying to wait for Hannah to graduate so we can not have to disrupt her whole world with school because it would be a major disruption. I don't even know that if it would be possible to even live there while that's getting done. Regardless, we decided, I said, rather than try to take this apart and put a temporary fix in, I said, let's just change. And the sink is so shallow. Try saying that 5 times fast. And we have really good water pressure there. If you turn the water on too fast, it literally bounces back up at you. And I said, well, one, if we're, let's go ahead and replace the sink and, make it the permanent sink. And, so we can take it out again and then put it in with the permanent fixtures and all that stuff. So we had to look around for who had a sink that I liked, because I had one on Amazon I liked, but it wouldn't get there for like 3 days. And wanted to fix it before then because we didn't know when we were going home because of weather. So Home Depot, Bulverde. Had to do a little bit of a drive, but that's okay. We found the sink that I wanted, or pretty dang close to it, and went and got that and installed it, and that took most of the day. And it was a yucky rainy day outside anyway, so we didn't do a whole lot. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Had a pretty busy weekend. I love the new sink. I think I put a picture of it on Instagram. It's black. We went from the 2 small shallow tubs to 1 big one, which, you have a dishwasher. You don't need, not really do it. And then anything that I do need to wash in the sink, because it won't fit in the dishwasher. So I need the big sink, right? So that was the plan anyway. So did that. Excuse me. Allergies kicking my butt still. We were going to come home on Tuesday, but the weather was so we decided we had an open window and favorable winds on Monday night. So whenever Kevin got done with work late, 8 o'clock, we came home and so flew home but I was there. So I finished work at 5:30-ish. Hannah and I went to Mamacitas and had dinner and brought some dinner home for Kevin, which was good because you gotta love Mamacitas. Yum. And so yeah, we flew home Monday night. Could see there was a storm offshore. I was like, that little scary great lightning show from the air, which is really pretty interesting. Then worked all week here. I did make it to the gym twice, still trying to rehab that shoulder. It's still not as strong as I want it to be. So getting there, but I did make it to the gym twice this week, so I feel pretty good about that. And today is Saturday, and we're planning on heading back to the condo tomorrow because we need to finish some projects. And no time like the present. So I've got to get some stuff done here today. And I figured I'd get this done too. I got to clean the pool. I've got it soaking with some descaler. We have hard water. And so where the water sits around the edge of the pool, it leaves a ring of, like calcified scale. And so there's this really awesome product on Amazon called Descale It. You let it sit, and it says the longer you can let it sit, oh, doggo, the longer you let it sit, the better it works. So I sprayed it on there about 2 hours ago. So I should be able to just go outside with my little magic eraser and go swipe and pull it right off. It works that good. Works great on shower doors too. And it's like biodegradable. So, and it doesn't smell horrible. So it's like not caustic to breathe it in. If like some of the things just make your like nose hairs curl. But yeah, back to San Antonio tomorrow. We'll probably stay up there till Thursday or Friday, home for Memorial Day weekend. I want to finish my bookcase while I'm up there. And then Kevin's supposed to be helping Hannah. She has this thing she wants to do with her bed. She has bookcases. She saw this cool thing online where she wants to put her bed on top of the bookcases to make more room in her bedroom and storage. And yeah, so they're going to cut off the legs of her bed and mount it to the top of bookcases. It looks cool. I hope it works. I'm not sure 100% how it's going to work, but that's part of the plan for this week. And then I'll be home Monday. I'll probably do another video on Memorial Day. That'll be the next time that I think I have a chance. Then I fly out Tuesday morning to Chicago for another Google Sites, and my sister is actually going to fly up there on Thursday, I think, because I'll be there Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll train Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then we're going to leave on Saturday evening to come home. So we'll have a little bit of a girls' weekend. We'll have all day Saturday to hang out. Well, Friday night and Saturday, because I should finish like lunchtime around 1 or 2 o'clock on Friday, and then we'll have the rest of that time to hang out, do some fun stuff, and yeah. So that's the life update. Oh, so where do we go next? Stitching progress. Okay, so I left Dash Away All in San Antonio. So I'm going to put a picture in here of what it looks like. And a picture in here of where it was when I finished it. And then the next project I worked on was Snapdragon, which I have here in one of the lovely Garan Tatan bags, Garan Stitchery bags. So Snapdragon by Nora Corbett. And I actually got quite a bit done on this. Pardon the hanging threads. There at the bottom. Love those colors together. Going to be beautiful. We're hoping my counting is accurate. Yeah. But yeah, it is a beautiful color palette in there. Purples and pinks and blues and yellows. So that is where that one got done too. And then next up was, I'll show you that pattern here. Halloween Quaker by Leela Studio. And this is what I worked on the last 2 days. Looks like that. And I haven't even taken this out of the Q-snaps yet because I was working on it last night. And so I finished the moon, and I had this part of that part of the broom done. So I did the broomstick and part of the witch, feet and booty. She's got a booty now. I have a little bit of thread left there that I should probably finish up before I put this away. It really doesn't matter though. I leave hanging threads everywhere, and it's not like I don't know what it is. It's black. Black is black is black, right? So I may just finish that up, and or not. I may just call it a day because I got to go clean the pool and take the needle off. Little pony black needles, love those. Put that up there. I keep a needle minder under my screen, so yeah, because I stitch sometimes during work hours if I have a meeting and I don't have to pay attention very much. It actually helps keep me focused because if it's one where I need to listen and I find myself, that I don't, it's that I'm not the one leading it, I'm not the one running it. I will multitask and I will do emails. And if I'm reading an email and trying to answer it, I am really not paying attention to what they're saying. Whereas if I'm stitching, I can totally pay attention to what they're saying because I'm not reading words. That's just how my brain works. And so it actually makes me focus a little bit better than if I were to just be sitting there not doing something and trying to listen, if that makes sense. Maybe I'm just weird. But that's how that works for me. So it actually does help me a little bit to keep from multitasking and not paying attention on a phone call. So not a whole lot of stitching progress for 18 days, not 18 days, 13 days. 13? Yeah, it's been 13 days since my last video. Not much got done. Wow, that needle minder is so heavy. There, it was flipped over. And this is in the bag I made. I don't remember what fabric line this is, but I love it. I make mine Gigantor because I like to be able to put a big Q-snap in them. So, stitching plans. What are we stitching on next? So I just pulled the next 4 projects, which will cover us through Memorial Day. And so these are all in cute bags. Another Garan bag. Isn't it cute? I don't even know what's in here because I remember my daughter and I put them all in order a while ago. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? Oh, this is a beautiful one. This is Queen Anne's Lace by Marilyn Leave It in Bloom. And sorry, floss too bitchy nose. Oh. And this, I have no idea what fabric this is, but it feels like a Monaco in like slate or something. And oh yeah, this must have been a mania start because there is not a lot done. That is what got done. Not much. And isn't that the cutest little needle minder? It's got a little dragon hanging off the castle. I'm pretty sure I got that at Hobby Lobby and made it. So that will be what I will work on tonight and the next day. Or maybe the afternoon since it is Saturday, assuming I get the pool clean. Get back in there. Make sure that floss does not fall out. Alrighty, put him over there to the side. Different piles. Finished pile, work on pile. Next one is also in a Garan bag with great Tula Pink fabric. Love that. And I'm not sure what the inside is though. It's words. It's cute. Believe in yourself, sunny days, heavy thoughts. I don't know what else is. It's cute though. All right, this one is The Haunting by the Drawn Thread. Try to get the glare off. And that is what I have done on that one. I guess that's the eye. Oh, that's the eye. It's actually a sampler. It has the ABCs on it. And so I will work on that for 2 days. So Queen Anne's Lace will be Saturday, Sunday. This one will be Monday, Tuesday. Put them face down so they're in the order they need to be. Oh, itchy nose. And then next up, then this one will be Wednesday, Thursday. It is, what is this? The Siren, a well-behaved woman by the Knotted Tree. Knotted Tree art, Knotted Tree needle art. Looks like so. Says, the sirens call on men's ears. The sirens call on men's ears fall. Their love to be death at sea. And I think this is fabrics by Stephanie, Colonial Parchment. That's what it looks like. And I got kind of the beach done under where her butt goes and the little crab. So that is cute. And it looks like I subbed a bunch of, well, not a bunch of colored cotton. It looks like, yeah, some of them are subbed out with colored cotton. And this, where did I get this bag from? Does it say? Oh, that's one of the things that fell off. I think this dark side bags, I think that's where this came from. Cute, right? Pretty sure that's where they came from. And then next up, this will take me to Friday and Saturday, which we should be getting home in that time frame. And this is from the 6th Mirabilia Minions Retreat. Yes. And the 6th Annual Mirabilia Retreat. Put it back from way back there. That was the free chart. And I purchased this bag at that retreat. I do not know who made it. I am sorry. It does not have a label on it. But we got all of the floss and the beads as part of our swag at that retreat. And oh, apparently I've already started beading on this one. Must have been trying to do the bead as I go because there's beads in there ready to go. But oh, there's a really good picture of what it should look like because the needle minder is the same thing. And this is where I'm at. I actually got quite a bit done on this. Let me get hold of it. And this is, I believe this is Buttercup, 36 count Buttercup by Under the Sea Fabrics. Yeah, I did start the beading right here around the mask. So it's, yeah, got quite a bit done on that one. I ain't guaranteeing it'll get finished, but hopefully it'll get close. And then we'll be home and I will have new stuff. So I'm going to pause for 2 seconds. You won't know the difference. And shuffle my stuff so we can do haul. Okay, I think I've got it all. If I forget something or if I say if it's from the wrong place and you know it's from somewhere else, sorry. Because yeah, it just gets jumbled together sometimes. Okay, so first and foremost, my bag of the month from House of Stitch and Stash. Again, gorgeous. The nautical theme is amazing. Love it. So I will need to put one of my projects that is currently not in a project bag in there. Then next I got the 5th in the Fabulous House series from 3 Ounce Threads. Unfortunately, the designer, and I'm having a hard time remembering her name off the top of my head right now. It's on here somewhere, but she's in the hospital. So we're not sure when we will be getting the rest of them. And then Lindy Stitches, Steph, had a sale. And so I think, I'm not sure where this one came from. It might have come from her. It might have come from 123 Stitch. I don't remember. But that's the Buzz pattern for the mini bag. And then Lindy Stitches, Steph had these on sale on the mini bags. So I got that color. Now, these last two are supposed to be a different color, but there's not very much change. This one's more green, this one's more blue. So I got 3 of the cute little mini bags because I like these for purse projects, and I love the fact that you can stitch on them. So there's those. And then I also picked this up from Steph, the little, what's he called? Honey. Isn't he cute? And then Steph, of course, always put the cute little free chart in there. It's adorable. Thank you. And then, you know, I was talking about all the Tula Pink dinosaur fabric last go round. And I realized that there were some that I didn't get, or some that I wanted that I didn't get, that they had already sold out of at the fabric store in San Antonio. And so then I was looking, I have one other Tula Pink project bag that's made by Tula Pink. And, you know, it's the one with the zebra with the colors behind it. And oh, guess what I found on Amazon? The dinosaur one. So I ordered that on Amazon. It was like, I don't know, less than 20 bucks. And so, yes, I will have a project in there. So this is what's really cool. The background is behind it. You know, so you've got the background back here with the planets and stars and stuff, and then the dinos are in front. So yeah, it's kind of cool. But these are so cute. I love dinosaurs. Dinosaurs and sharks. They're awesome. I'll put that over there in the project bag pile and it just fell on the floor. And then so while I was looking, of course, you know who's going to have all the fabric. And they're a Texas company. So I was like, you know what? It's still local. So I got the other dino fabrics that I wanted from a quarter shop. And there were only 2 more that I wanted. But oh, great, they're wrapped up. I hadn't really opened the package yet. This is one of them. See if I can find the name. It's on the selvage, I remember. Try not to unwrap the whole thing. This, of course, its roar is the line. This one is gift wrapped, R-A-P-T, like raptor, get it? Because, oh, they're upside down. Hang on. Flip it around. Raptors! Isn't that cute? I just freaking love it. Love it. And I also got it in the turquoise colorway with the raptors. So cute. So cute. I mean, just dinosaurs are freaking awesome, right? So, but then while I was on the Fat Quarter Shop, they also had a To the Pink project bag. And I had, so that bag that I showed you from Amazon is a medium-sized project bag. That's what it says on the thing. And so this one said medium-sized project bag, but then it zips around the side. Okay, this is a lot bigger than that one. I was like, holy moly, I did not expect this thing to be that big. I did not look at the dimensions when I ordered it. So this thing zips all the way around. Sorry, having troubles with my zipper. All the way around. And again, it has the back shows through with a different pattern, which is kind of cool. But it's the Raptors. You gotta love it, right? I'm not sure what I'm going to put in a bag this large. This is quite large. This is bigger than the bags I make. But I love the fact that it zips all the way down. You really get into it. So that was fun. Now, I did not get a chance to go by Leslie's last week to buy Undersea Fabric. So I have some stuff waiting there as well. Hopefully I'll get a chance to go by this week while I'm up there. And that's pretty much, that's it for haul, plans, life, all the good stuff. I got a cool new hat while I was in California, mostly because I was tired. And once I got on the plane and I put my headset on, I wear the Bose noise canceling headphones. It smashes your hair. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just not even going to deal with it. I'm putting a hat on and I'm done. It'll be fine. So I bought me a hat at the airport and I liked it because it's cute and colorful and floral. And I think that's it. So without further ado, thank you. I always do that. I forget. Maybe I'll go back to the beginning of this one and put in some, hi, I'm Shari, and blah, blah, blah. The stuff. We'll see. But anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for subscribing, commenting, all of the fun stuff. I do read every single comment. I may not always answer because obviously I'm kind of crazy busy lately, but I do look at them and I do appreciate them. And if it's something that needs a response, I will absolutely respond to it. But if it's just oh, like that, that's nice. Thanks. That's awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I am way behind on watching floss tubes. Yeah, there's just not been enough time to do anything. So happy stitching. See ya probably on Memorial Day. Bye, y'all.